Hello and welcome all dear students. Today we shall continue with yet another chapter of class ninth. In the previous video we had learned about the chapter Changing Life Part 2. In the previous class we had studied about the changes brought about in the field of theatres. Today we shall continue with the same chapter, chapter number 10 of History, Changing Life Part 2. And we shall learn today about the changes brought about in the newspapers. So, students, let's begin with it.
Newspaper. Newspaper can be defined as a printed means of conveying current information. Today, the newspaper in India is a proud institution of our society. While working as a vehicle of persuasion, its basic function is to provide info-edutainment, that is, information, education, and entertainment. It also plays the role of watchdog of the society. The first Indian newspaper was published in 1780, the Bengal Gazette, popularly known as Hickey's Gazette. It was a two-pager in foolscap size. The growth of newspapers in India was quick. In newspapers, many changes took place after independence. News agency services became available on a regular basis with the Press Trust of India, which was started in 1946. With the help of number of agencies, information is fed to the newspapers. The Press Information Bureau gives information to the press on the government policies, programs and activities. It also receives feedback from the people. Do you know that India has four major news agencies, namely Press Trust of India, United News of India, Samachar Bharati and Hindustan Samachar. In India, by 1970s, newspapers acquired the status of an industry. In fact, the Indian newspaper industry is one of the largest in the world. All through these years, the Indian newspaper industry has evolved into a powerful force. It informs, entertains, and also educates the readers so that they can fully participate in the affairs of the state. During the British rule, Indian newspaper came into existence and played an important role in the country's freedom struggle. In fact, newspaper worked as mouthpieces of the freedom struggle whether at the national and regional level. Bal Gangadhar Tilak brought Kesari and Maratha newspaper. Mahatma Gandhi started Young India and Harijan. Jawaharlal Nehru started the National Herald. Indian newspapers are characterized by their overt emphasis on politics and crime. But now, Indian newspapers have a lot of entertainment content in their columns with color pages and new designs. Daily newspapers like Times of India, The Hindu, Hindustan Times, The Statesman, Economic Times, The Tribune, Dainik Jagran, Dainik Bhaskar, Amar Ujala, etc. have become the most circulated newspapers in the country. Also, the newspapers are published in English, Hindi and other regional languages. We all know that the newspapers acts as an important check on government and administrators' plans and policies. Press also raise their voice if anything went wrong in the society. They raise voice against dictatorship, corruption and malpractices. They also keep us informed of what's happening in the country. It plays a vital role in strengthening the sovereignty and integrity of a nation. It also makes us aware of the problems faced by the people. Earlier, newspapers were thought to be the mouthpieces of the taluka or district. Now, they have to face tough competition from the state level newspaper chains. Their scope is enlarged to include funds for drought affected or flood affected people, helping meritorious students from lower income groups to go for higher education, and organizing or sponsoring cultural programs. Today, existing values of media governed by electronic and digital technology is undoubtedly posing a big challenge to print media and newspapers in particular. The Indian newspapers are going through tremendous technology transformation and are adapting methods and means to fight electronic media in the matter of news presentation and physical deliverance of the newspaper each day to the reader. Once upon
Thus, we have seen the difference and the changes in the newspaper. Earlier, the newspapers were black and white and having the political issues and the social issues. But now, we have, along with the newspapers, we have its supplements which are being published fortnight or annually, weekly, or sometimes bi weekly. So, the changes that we have seen in the newspaper right from the time of the independence till now, it has gone through a wide range of changes. So, with this student, I end my video over here. Thank you.